Shalom Israel, and welcome to another edition of Yasharana's 20-minute breakdown, where I'll attempt to break down the scriptures within 20 minutes. But as always, you know how we do it. First and foremost, let's give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rekah, Kadash, and the Akims and the elders in the highways and byways pushing this word in truth and sincerity. All praises. And the elder women teaching the younger women. All praises to you too. And the camps and the solo brothers going out there making videos, edifying the body, pushing the truth according to scriptures through all outlets possible. All praises. Now, what I am going to touch on today is the book of Joshua, the first chapter, the 8th verse. And the reason why I'm touching on this particular point today, because I'm getting a little tired where every time you talk about the Bible, the first thing people say, "Oh, what religion are you?" They associate the Bible with religion, constantly with religion. That's all they do. Once you talk about the Bible, it's like I'm just getting something out of my bag here. Yeah, once you talk about the Bible, the first thing comes into mind is religion. Now, so like you just bear with me a minute. Just trying to find something. I should have had this ready, but it's just kind of come to mind at the moment while I'm just actually saying what I'm saying. Now, I want to show you that this Bible that you all holding in your homes and everything, I want to show you that this Bible is not a religious book. I'm going to show you in the scriptures. The Bible tells you itself the type of book it is. Yeah? Because the problem with us, we have been mentally destroyed, yeah? From since we went into slavery, and now we feel that we are free. Yeah? We still holding on to them concepts that was given to us by our slave masters. Now, these are the men that brought religion. Yeah, I'll bring it closer so you can see. These are the men that brought religion. Now, these men, what they did, they used our written records, the Bible, and they made religion using the Bible. And we can't seem to see past that the fact that the Bible isn't a religious book. When I go into the lesson, you'll see the type of book the Bible is, because it's going to tell you clearly in the Bible what type of book it is. But these men, yeah, all these, if you can see their pictures, all these Caucasian men, John Smith, who brought the Baptist religion in 1608. You had Charles Parham, who brought the Pentecostal religion in 1901. You had Joseph Smith, who brought the Mormons religion in 1830. You have Charles Taze Russell, who brought the Jehovah Witness religion in 1872. Then you have William Miller, who brought the Seventh-day Adventist religion in 1863. But as for William Miller, the person that's really credited for the Seventh-day Adventists is a lady called Ellen G. White. She's the one that really is credited for bringing the Seventh-day Adventists. But her mentor, who she learned Seventh-day Adventists from, was William Miller. That's who she learned. So this Ellen Gold White, who's credited now for Seventh-day Adventists, she actually learned from William Miller. That was her mentor. Yeah, and these are the ones that brought Christianity, and well, let's say actually Rome brought Christianity, and they used the Bible to make religion. But these men which was a break off from Rome and the Roman Catholic Church, formed their own religion, and they used the same thing the Christian church was using at that time was the Bible, and they use it up to today, and they treat it as a religious book. So And that's the problem we have, because anytime you talk to somebody about the Bible, the first thing they associate the Bible with, they say, even I've heard some people say, oh, that's a white man's book. Oh, this and that. They don't realize it was taken from this same records. The Bible was taken from Jerusalem when Rome trod it down. And they studied our book and they made religion of it, and they taught it back to us the way they want us to learn it, so we can be docile and no longer mentally strong. And also our Most High God will not be fighting for us, because now we're dabbling in religion, things that he said we shouldn't. Yeah, right. So with that said, I don't want to talk too much. Let me just get my stuff ready. I don't want to talk too much. What I want to do now, I want to show you where this book that we all have, that you all find in the churches, and that you all find, in our homes, collecting dust on the top of some of our wardrobes. You need to dust this off, pull it out, and start going through it, because this is your written records, and records of laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the type of book this is. And I'm going to show you in the scriptures the type of book this is also. So we're going to start with the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. We're going to open there to show you. The Bible clearly tells you the type of book it is. It's not a book of religion, not in the slightest. So let's get into the lesson. So I'm going to start my timer in 3, 2, 1. Boom, we're away. Let's go straight there. The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. And it reads, this book of the law. Now you see, the Bible already tells you in the first sentence of that verse the type of book this Bible is. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Now you see, the Bible clearly shows you that this is a book of laws, statutes, and commandments. It's not a book of religion, yeah? Because the word religion comes from the Greek, religio. That's where the word religion comes from. And it means to conform, to hold back, to restrain. That's what that word means. Bible, is totally different. The Bible teaches you stuff. Yeah, how to live, how to be righteous in the Most High God's eyes. Yeah, and it's also our written records of our forefathers, what befell them, as they fell away from the laws, and how they were treated when they were keeping the laws. That's the kind of records this book holds. Now watch this. I'm going to jump to the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 16. Listen to this, yeah? Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16, and it reads, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Yeah, seek. So we're supposed to seek out of this book and read. Yeah, let me read on. No one of these shall fail. So everything you read in this book shall not fail. What has happened is now become our history, which is in the book. And what's to happen is prophesied, like, for future, which will happen. Let me read on. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. None shall want her mate. You don't need another book to back up this book. This book stands on its own. Yeah? So you don't need no other book to make this book true and to make this book valid. This book can stand on its own. Yeah? Yeah, let's read on. None shall want her mate, for my mouth it has commanded, and his spirit it has gathered them. So you even see where it says his spirit has gathered them, you can even see anytime you open this book, especially on the street, and you start reading, it gathers all type of spirits. Some that will listen and heed, and some that want to fight against the word. But you see, the more you go into the scriptures and you push it out, you always tend to find those spirits that want to fight against the word, they end up fleeing, because they can't contest against the word of the Most High. So they flee. Yeah. Now, let's jump to the book of Ecclesiasticus. I want to fly through this quickly. Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 1. Listen to this, yeah? Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 1, and it reads, But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, here we go, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. Showing you that this book, yeah, is full of wisdom, and our ancient men that who kept all this at one point. So like this is what we're seeking out, the wisdom of the ancient men who kept this. So now us now today, those who are occupied in this, we're seeking out the wisdom that our forefathers once had. Yeah, because remember, they are no longer with us. So now we must now step up to the plate and teach our people the wisdom of our forefathers by using this book, the set apart scriptures, the Holy Bible as it's known as. Now, watch this. I'm going to jump back to the book of Joshua, and I'm going to go to chapter 23 and verses 6 into 7. Listen to this, yeah? Listen to this. Joshua chapter 23 verse 6, and it says, Be ye therefore very courageous to keep and to do all that is written in the book of the law of Moses, that ye turn not aside therefrom, to the right hand or to the left. Verse 7, that ye come not among these nations that remain, these that remain among you, neither make mention of the name of their gods, nor cause to swear by them, neither serve them, nor bow yourselves unto them. Now you see, we're not supposed to be dealing and dabbling in other people's philosophy and their gods, because like the Christian church has given us the name Jesus Christ, and the name, that the picture that comes with that name is a white Caucasian man with long flowing hair and blue eyes, and the spirit that comes with that name is a spirit of you don't have to do nothing, all you got to do is believe, everybody will be saved once you believe, and so forth, which is contrary to the word of the Most High that's written in this book of the law. And it did say in verse 6, Be ye therefore very courageous. Why did it say to be ye therefore very courageous, to keep all that is written in the book of the law? Because when you start keeping these laws, you stand out from people. People's going to call you Pharisees, false prophets, you're a hate teacher. I've been called all of them, even by people close to me. I've been called them, because they don't understand this book is supposed to back up our nation. We are supposed to gather together with our people and build our nation, not all nations. The other nations have their gods. This is our God and our records, yeah? Now, watch this. I'm going to jump to the book of Exodus, chapter 24, verse 7. Watch this. Exodus chapter 24 and verse 7, and it reads, And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, All that the Lord has said, we will do. All that the Lord has said, will we do, and be obedient. Now you see, this is when Moses read this book of the law into the ears of all the people, and they agreed. All that the Lord has said, everything that's written in here, we will do and be obedient. But obviously we didn't. As you look at the condition of our people today, you can see we didn't keep everything. We fell short. But nevertheless, I'm just showing you that this is a book of laws, statutes, and commandments, and a book of a covenant, because the Most High made a covenant between himself and the children of Israel. And it's recorded in this book also, yeah? Now watch this. I'm going to jump to the book of Nehemiah. Where are we? Jump to the book of Nehemiah. Oh, come on, man. Why can't I find Nehemiah? Jump to the book of Nehemiah, chapter 8 and verse 3. Watch this, yeah? Nehemiah chapter 8 and verse 3, and it reads, and he read therein before the street that was before the water gate, from the morning until midday, before the men and the women, and those that could understand, and the ears of all the people were attentive unto the book of the law. So you see, showing you that these were book of the law instructions. He read it to all the people and they were attentive. They listened dearly to all that Nehemiah was saying to them, all things that they had to do from this book of the law. Yeah. Now, watch this, yeah? I'm going to jump to the book of 2 Timothy. Where are we? 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. Watch this. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 16. Actually, I'll take it. Yes, I'll go straight to the point. I haven't got, actually, time's going fast. I haven't got time to go further. Watch this. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 16, and it reads, all scriptures, it doesn't say some, all scriptures is given by inspiration of the Most High, and is profitable for doctrine. And here's what it's profitable for reproof, for correction, for instructions in righteousness. So you see, when you do these things that are written therein and you keep them close to your heart and you do them, that's what makes you righteous, because this book is a book of instructions. It's not a book of religion. So far, everything that I've been reading, not once it said a religion, has it? It showed you it's been of laws, instructions, covenant, yeah? And let me read on. Let me jump to the book of Proverbs, actually. I need to run through this quick because time is going fast and I feel like I've only just started. Watch this. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 13. Listen to this. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 13, and it reads, take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. You see? If you keep heed to these instructions that is written in this and you do them diligently, the Most High God will fight for you and he will give you everlasting life. That's how you get everlasting life, through the faith, because you believe. That's where faith comes in also. Where everything you read and that you do, you believe that what you are doing, is that builds your faith, because you believe everything that is written and you do it wholeheartedly. Yeah, let me jump to the book of Proverbs. Then Proverbs, where are we? Proverbs. I'm going to go to let's go to chapter 8 and verse 33. Watch this. Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 33, and it reads, hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it not. Now you see, everywhere you go in this Bible, it's showing you, it gives you instructions, yeah? And it says, take hold of the instructions. Don't refuse it, because it's going to make you wise. That's what instructions does, yeah? And let me jump, now watch this. Let me jump to Psalms. Jump to the book of Psalms, chapter 78. Where are we? Chapter 78, verse 5. Listen to this. Psalms, chapter 78 and verse 5. And it reads, For he established a testimony in Jacob, and appointed a law in Israel, which was the children of Israel. That's where the law was appointed. Let me read on. Which he commanded our fathers, see, just shows you, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. So you see, we were supposed to make, our forefathers were supposed to make all these laws, statutes, and everything that's written in this Bible known to their children. It was supposed to pass down through generation to my generation, and and further beyond. That was what it was supposed to do. Now, let me jump to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verses 10 and 11. Listen to this. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 10, and it reads, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. See, this Bible is his voice. Everything that he commands us to do, it's like him telling us himself, yeah? Yeah. If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes. Here we go. Keep his commandments and his statutes, which are written in this book of the law. You see, again. And if thou turn unto the Lord thy God, which is the most high God, Yahweh. So if thou, yeah, and it says, if thou turn unto Yahweh, I use his correct Hebrew name, use unto Yahweh thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul. Verse 11. For his commandments which I command thee this day is not hidden from thee, neither is it far off. See, that is showing you clearly the commandments that he commanded us. It's not hidden from us. It's not far off. It's all in this book, yeah? All in here. We got no excuse not to know them. Watch this. Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 8. Listen to this. Deuteronomy chapter 27 verse 8, and this is what he commanded Moses to do, and it reads, and thou shalt write upon the stones all the words of this law very plainly. So you see, it's not far from us, and it's been written very plainly, so we don't have to say, oh, that's a parable. It's very plainly. We read it and we do it. End of story. There's no excuse not to keep the laws. Now, let me jump quickly to the book of Acts. Acts chapter 8 and verse 4 to 6. Watch this. Acts chapter 8 and verse 4, and it reads, Acts chapter 8 verse 4. Therefore they that were scattered abroad went everywhere preaching the word. See, those just like us is what we do now. We have brothers in all different places are preaching the word, yeah? Yeah, preaching word. Verse 5. Then Philip went down to the city of Samaria and preached the Mashiach, which is the one you call Christ, unto them. Verse 6. And the people with one accord gave heed unto those things which Philip spake, hearing and seeing the miracles which he did. Now you see, this Bible is supposed to bring us to one accord. So like, it's not, I don't have to say, oh, he's keeping that law. Oh, I don't have to do that. I'll do this one. No, it's supposed to keep. This is why it's all written plainly. So we all read it and we learn it, and we're supposed to be of one accord. Yeah, I'm going to show you that again. Watch this. I'm going to jump to the book of Philippians. Watch this. Philippians chapter 2 and verse 2. Listen to this. Yeah, the book of Philippians chapter 2 and verse 2, and it reads, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. And that's what this is supposed to do. Bring us all together of one accord and of one mind. Yeah? I don't even have to break that down any further. It's clear cut. Now, watch this. I'm going to quickly jump to the book of Ezra. Where are we? Ezra chapter 4 and verse 15. Watch this, yeah? Ezra chapter 4 and verse 15, and it reads, that search may be made in the book of the records of thy fathers. That's really the bit I wanted, but I'll read on. That search may be made in the book of the records of thy fathers, so shalt thou find in the book of the records. And know that this city is a rebellious city, and hurtful unto kings and provinces, and that they have moved sedition within the same of old time, for which cause was this city destroyed. Now, the real point I want in that, just to show you that, what did it say in the first verse? That this is the record of our fathers. So you see, this is the book of the records of our forefathers, as well as in book of instructions, laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High God. And watch this as well. I'll jump to quickly the book of 1 John. Jump to the book of, wow, time is going fast. Book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 10. Watch this, yeah? 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 10. And it reads, he that believeth on the Son of the Most High has the witness in himself. He that believeth not the Most High has made him a liar. And here's why. Because he believeth not the record that the Most High gave of his Son. Showing you that this also is the record of the Mashiach Yahushua, the one you call Jesus Christ. It's full of his records also. I'm going to quickly show you that again. John, I'm going to quickly jump to the book of John, chapter 7, verse 38. Quickly, boom, 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 time is going fast. John, chapter 7, verse 38. And it reads, he that believeth on me, as the scriptures had said, yeah, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Showing you that you've got to believe on the Most High and the Mashiach, Yahushua, which is the one that you call Jesus Christ, as the scriptures have said. Not as the Christian church says, as the scriptures say. Watch this. I'm going to time out in a minute. I've got to move on quickly. 3rd John chapter 1 and verse 12. Listen to this quickly. 3rd John chapter 1 and verse 12. And it reads, Demetrius has good report of all men and of the truth itself. Yea, and we also bear record, and ye know that our record is true. Showing you all that is written in here, the record is true. To the T, it's true. Yeah, so you cannot come against this word because you will be cut to shivers. This Bible answers every question that you could ever throw at it, because it's a book of the laws, statutes, commandments, the record of our forefathers, the record of the one Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the one you call Jesus Christ. So we're supposed to keep those things dear to our heart, meditate on them, and learn them and do them. And this is the whole duty of us. Yeah, of men, women, and children. Israelite man, woman, and children. Keep the law, statute, commandments with the faith of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, and it will be well with us. Well, with that, I'm about to time out. With that, this is Yasharallah. We out.